Hello, boys and girls. My name is Mike Kelly. Mike at Kellytown, Kelley, town.com. You can always write to me if you want. Anyway, it's summertime, and I thought, maybe we should get our characters out enjoying the beach. And to do that, we need to give them tans and look like they've been out in the water and stuff. So I want to show you a quick, easy way of doing this. I'm going to bundle up the files I have to help this process, but you can always create your own. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go, this is a standard female character, CC3 plus. I'm going to go through the blend channel, click on this, and I'm going to give her the classic bikini torso tan. I'm going to go in here like that. And you might say, well, Mike, what's going on here? Well, the black is where she's actually going to be tanned, and the white, of course, in this layer is where it's held out or has her original skin color. So in order to adjust that, we go into adjust color, and we're going to adjust the brightness, and we're going to lighten up the places where it's black. Notice how that, the first thing, and then we're going to put some saturation in that layer, because what we want to do is we want to adjust the color of that layer to be the right color of whatever skin we want it to be. So you can see how we can play around here and get whatever tan color you want. You can adjust the coloration of these layers. And once we get the right coloration, I'll play around. I'll leave the saturation up all the way. Let's say that hue is fine, 50. It's a little, let's take a little bit more reddish in there. We'll take a little more brightness up in here. There we go. That looks to me like a nice healthy tan. But in any case, you get whatever adjustments you want to make there. Now you need to make the rest of her match up to that color. So we'll go into let's say the legs here, and we'll go down again to the blend channel. And this time I'm going to pick that black. So now what I want to do is make the settings for this one match the settings for this one. So we notice we have 55, 50, and 100 there. 55, 0, and 100. So we'll go here to the leg, and we'll go 55, 0, 50. This is when you're an old man like me, it's hard to remember these things. And 100, and that's that much. So let's go to the body and see what else. And then we have minus 28 and minus 58. So we go back to the leg, go minus 28, whoops, 28, and minus 58. And that should be about what we have here. Minus 56. Okay, let's go back here. Minus 56. Whoops. We want to get it to look the same because otherwise, there we go. Okay, so now we have the tan color. And now because we have that in this black layer that we go here, the leg layer, we can go ahead and copy this and paste it into the other layers that we need. Copy. And then for the head, we'll go ahead and paste that in there. Paste. And the same thing for the arms. And blend layer and paste. And there we go. So now we have the tan for her. She normally will be wearing a bikini, so we probably want to put on a bikini. Well, let's give her some hair first. We'll give her some hair while we're at it. And then let's go down to, because even though they're, naked, so to speak, they could still have some clothes on top of the tan line, so you can see that. And little bikini bottoms. And there we go. So now, she's tanned up appropriately. It's cute if you take the bottoms off, you have that classic copper tone commercial with the sunshine bottom. And you can create these layers anywhere you want. I'm going to bundle up a number of different tan lines and places. And then the last thing we want to do is we want to kind of give her, she's out in the sun, so it's hot out there. So we want to give some moisture to it. So go to the body here. We'll go down here to the roughness channel. We'll click on here, and we'll go down and we'll put wet body on her. You notice how this, if you zoom up here, you can see how that makes the wetness there in the body there. So that's that layer. And you can adjust this too, of course. Same way that you can adjust it with the brightness. You can make it less or more wet depending upon how wet you feel like she should be, how much sweat you want her to have. And I have sweating channels for all the rest of this too. I'm not going to spend a lot of time to go through this, but I will bundle up those other channels so you have the arms and the legs and that sort of thing. So That'll get her that way looking, and then maybe the face too, a little bit on the head there. And roughness face. And there we go. So now she's ready for the beach or wherever, or she's coming out of the swimming pool. And I also have a tutorial. I'm sure I have a tutorial here about wet hair too as well. So, but it's essentially the same thing. You just use a channel of shininess on the roughness channel. So there we go. That's how you do this. You can do this for men and women. Like I say, I'm going to bundle up a number of these maps for, excuse me, for you. But feel free to create your own tan lines too. If you don't like the hard look here, you can just blur this look and make it more blurry. A lot of women don't necessarily get really hard tan lines, but you can take the same files in here, those same body files here. If we go back to the body here. So this body channel, you can actually blur the lines around the bikini area or the bottom, either way. Just blur them so that they're, they're not as distinct a line, a tan line, if you don't want to see a distinct tan line. Okay, hopefully that tells you everything you need to know to get your characters all hot and sweaty this summer. And hopefully you have a decent summer and not too hot and sweaty. And we'll see you around the internet.